Hi, this is Luke from SciTech Games, and in this short video tutorial series we're going to be taking a look at Crystal Rift's Dungeon Editor. The editor in Crystal Rift is exactly the same tool that we used to build the main game. In this first video I'm going to be showing you the interface and how you can get started really quickly. Let's take a look at some of the tools that you'll be using to create your first dungeon. At the bottom of the screen you'll find the minimap. This is a 9x6 representation of where you are in your dungeon. The squares on the minimap will change to correspond the types of blocks that you place in your dungeon. At the top of the screen, you'll find the selection bar. This houses all of the assets that you can place in your dungeon, such as different walls, doors, levers, scares, and other game mechanics. But we'll go into that a little bit later. Finally, to the right, we have the info box, which displays your current coordinates, information about targets, such as unlocking a door with a lever, and finally the direction that you're facing. Now that we've covered the interface, let's get started on making our first dungeon together. Movement within the dungeon editor works exactly the same as it does within the main game, using the WASD, Q, and E keys. Don't forget that you can free look around at any time by holding the right mouse button. Your current location within the dungeon is indicated by the green arrow box on the minimap. You also have a compass in the top right. You can use the 1 to 0 keys on your keyboard to move through the selection bar. Tapping the key again or using your mouse scroll wheel, you can move through the different variations of that particular element. To place a block, select an element and press enter. You can also undo and redo using the Z and Shift Z key combinations. You can rotate a block by pressing the R key. To move counterclockwise, hold the Shift key and then tap R again. Holding the Alt key while scrolling through different elements will place the block immediately in front of you. This could serve as a preview for when you're constructing your dungeon. To save the progress of your dungeon, press the Escape key and click Save Level. Your progress will now be saved to the slot that you selected before you opened the editor. Now that we've covered some of the basics, it's time for you to get going, experiment, and create your own dungeons. Join me for the next video, where we're going to be taking a look at some of the advanced features such as setting targets on doors and levers and creating an atmosphere with music and lighting.